shoot! Hands up, don't shoot! Hands up! I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
As demonstrations continue across America today, more examples are emerging of police using deadly force. We need to warn you, some of the images here are disturbing.
This is where it began. This is where the fuse was lighted. It began with the arrest by white officers of the California Highway Patrol of two young Negroes, one on a charge of drunk driving, the other his brother, his passenger. Their mother, who lives nearby, came to the scene. There was an argument. There was a scuffle. By then, a crowd of several hundred Negroes had gathered. The story of police brutality quickly spread through the community.
Police Chief Parker described Los Angeles Negro rioters as monkeys in a zoo.
In Newark, New Jersey, an unfounded rumor that a man had died in police custody triggered 5 nights of gunfire, arson, and looting that left 26 people dead and neighborhoods in ruins.
We citizens have the right to rebel.
The most famous writer from Newark, Amiri Baraka, he was nearly beaten to death by the police.
What is responsible for this violence, for this rebellion, is the inability of the city government to feel, as human beings, the plights of the majority of the people in this city. And that is the cause of this violence.
In 100 places, Detroit is afire. 100 square blocks are now under siege. And as you walk through the area, people shout from their homes, "Watch out for the snipers."
As outrage spreads over the killing of George Floyd in the U.S., protesters have taken to the streets around the world.
In London, thousands of people gathered in Trafalgar Square with signs while chanting George Floyd.
In 2015, Australia had its own George Floyd, David Dungay, who died in prison shouting, "I can't breathe."
I can't breathe! George Floyd didn't die for nothing. Even people here in Syria, war-torn Syria, are talking about it.
The Black Lives protest in Porto, Spain continues to gain momentum as concerned citizens gathered once again outside the United States Embassy on Mali Street on Monday. Co-organizer Mohamed Muwakil says it's time for a conversation about systematic racism in Trinidad and Tobago.
Much longer history of systemic racism and black people dealing with specifically white people. We don't have that specific problem, but we do have a race problem that needs to be discussed in depth in Trinidad. There are things we've said in our homes that we haven't really and truly begun to discuss among ourselves, and especially with this generation.
So serious and explosive is the situation that unless it is checked, the August riots may be only a curtain raiser to what could blow up one day in the future. What shall it avail our nation if we can place a man on the moon but cannot cure the sickness in our cities? This is Bill Stout for CBS Reports in Los Angeles. Good night.